Supergirl is now out in theaters, and there is a lot of online discourse about this film. People calling it, oh, it's a great superhero film, and oh, this is the worst script I've ever read. This is one of the bottom tier superhero films. I'm here to cut through all that and tell you guys it is neither of those. It is somewhere in the middle, but I want to dive into some of the pros and cons of the new Supergirl film starring Milcott that I absolutely did enjoy and wished I wanted more out of. But let's dive into it right now and discuss everything about this film. The newest film from James Gunn's DC Universe, Supergirl, is now out in theaters, and this is a movie that there's going to be a lot of talk about. I actually did enjoy this film. I don't think it's the best superhero film of all time, but I, by no regards, also believe this is a bottom-tier superhero film. I think it's somewhere in the middle. If this was the Marvel Universe, this would be a mid-tier Marvel film, and that doesn't mean it's bad at all. I think there are some very good redeeming qualities in this film, and above all else, that number one quality is absolutely Millie Alcock. She is wonderful as Supergirl. She kills it in this character. I am very excited to see her future in the DC Universe, especially her appearance in Man of Tomorrow, because she absolutely owns that role. She plays that character perfectly to a T. The broodingness that she has at times too, I absolutely believe that she is Supergirl too. Everything about her, I love her character and her portrayal of the character. She is great. Jason Momoa as Lobo, also a pretty good part in this film. He didn't have much to do, but this is a character that he was absolutely born to play. I want to see more of Lobo in the DC Universe. I absolutely cannot wait to see Lobo face off against Superman at some point in the line, because that is something that I all need. And speaking of Superman, that is an absolute home run in this film as well, because David Corenswet, whenever he appears on screen in his brief spots in this film, he is wonderful. He is Superman. I have just a big grin on my face every time that he is on the screen. I love his message to Kara about her partying. The end of the film, spoiler, when she comes down to Earth and says she's going to be there for a while and she's trying to figure out who she is, and she actually believes that she belongs here now. I love how he addresses her and talks to her that he is the perfect Superman too. So Man of Tomorrow, when we're getting both him and Kara in that film, I'm very excited for that. And like I said, he was great in that film as well. Another thing that I did not like about this film, though, is the villain, Krim. I know he's like a big deal in the Woman of Tomorrow book, and that book is absolutely colorful and bright and vibrant. And so Krim, he was just a generic villain too, but that's not a big problem because a lot of comic villains are generic. But I just didn't resonate really with his story. He seemed all badass at first, but kind of just like fizzled out down. But overall, this is a film I absolutely did like. I think the editing is kind of weird in the bait at first with this film too. It cuts from one scene very quickly to others at times too, so that was something I did not like. I did like the action in this film. I love whenever Kara is on a screen too. It just works. The film is humming. It's works. Ruthie is a character that I did in parts and times she works, and there's part times she does not work too. Overall, Supergirl is a convoluted film. I think it's a mid-tier film at best. I do think it's a good film though too. I think it's worth the watch. It's not terrible by any stretch of imagination, and it's not horrible, and it's not great. It's right there in the middle. I think Supergirl is a movie that I liked but did not love, and I think there were bits and pieces there that could have made this a very, very good comic book superhero film. But I think it falls somewhere in the middle ground, in the mid-70s for me. 3.5-star review on Letterboxd. But I said the high bright spot is Millie Alcock. She absolutely kills it in this role, and I'm very excited for the future of that character.